We're coming to you from the Emerald Princess, from the Gatsby's Casino here. And tomorrow is the embarkation day, or embarkation day from whichever side you're on. I got 20 more days on the Emerald Princess. I've been on it 20 days already. So I'm going to talk about a couple things here real quick, but I'm going to talk about what the change has done to Princess casinos by upping the minimums to $10 minimum. Okay, now I have witnessed this now for 20 days. Okay, it's doing two things. First of all, Princess has always been on $5 minimum tables. All their blackjack tables has been $6. Fun 21 has been $6. The poker tables, you know, the 3-card prime and all of those table games that have a dealer behind it has always been, still are staying at $5 minimums. But you have to put down a whole lot of different $5 circles, as you all know, in playing poker. But all of blackjack and craps tables are $10 minimums. Okay, so that is double the amount that somebody has to come to the table with to bet like they used to do at $5 minimums. So for instance, back in the day, you could put $5 on the pass line and back it up with the maximum odds, 2 times the odds of $10. Now we've talked about odds don't count when you're trying to earn free cruises, and that is correct. Odds are not calculated in any kind of algorithm, any kind of fortune cookie. It doesn't matter. So remember this. I don't even play the pass line unless I'm rolling. That's when they make you play the pass line. But so everybody that I see at the craps table now, they're not even playing the pass line. They're just placing the numbers, and that's fine because you get better odds and you get full comps and ratings when you place your numbers. But when you play just the pass line, because odds don't count, that's even odds. You know that. That's like betting on the 6 and the 8. Big red, big 6, big 8. That's the worst bet blocking on craps table. Okay, so the best thing to do, we've talked about it, just place your numbers. But I'm going to show you how this works now. Back in the day, back last month, you could bet $5 on the pass line and $10 in odds, because remember, it's only 2 times the odds. Now you have to bet $10 on the pass line minimum and $20 behind in odds, because it's 2 times. So instead of having $15 vested in at the craps table, you got $30 vested. But we don't play odds, so let's talk about the other way. Okay? So a lot of times people would just bet, you know, a minimum bets. They'd go across, they'd place, you know, $32 across the top. $5 4, $5 5, $6 6, $6 8, $5 9, $5 10. That's $32, okay? If there's a point established, we're not going to get into all this. It's $27 or $28, depending on what numbers hit. But let's just go with $27, okay? You could be covered across all the place bets for the minimum $5. Now it's $10. So if you're going to do that whole thing go across the top, you're at $64. You're at $64 because it was $32 across the top, 556655. So $32. Now it's $10. So you're going across the top, $64. Okay, that makes a big difference in your wallet. $64. Sure, you're going to get paid more. Okay, so you hit a $12 6 or a $12 8. It's rolled. They're going to give you $14. You hit a $10 4 or a $10 10. They're going to give you $18. You hit a $10 5 or a $10 9. They're going to give you $14. Okay, but that has changed for people because it's chasing some people away. There are some people that just come with their lunch money. They have no intention of earning free cruises. So they're coming just because they're on a cruise ship, they want to have fun, and they want to be entertained, and this is entertainment for them. So most of the time, these people would come with $100, $200, $300, and a lot less sometimes. I've seen a lot come with $20 this trip on a buy-in. That's not going to get you much rolling. But what happens is that they're eating it up real quick, mostly if you have a cold table. And this table has been frigid for most of the 20 days I've been on here. And there's been a couple hot nights, but they've been really cold, this craps table. And I'm just talking about the craps table. So you're having to spend a lot more, and so you have $64 out. So, okay, I'm going to give you the way I bet most of the time. And whether you chase it, you put more money on the point. But let's just say you do the Iron Cross kind of deal, and you go with a 5, 6, 8. Okay, now it's $10, $12, $12. So you got $34 in on the very minimum betting on a craps table now on Princess Cruises. So you got $34 on the Iron Cross, okay, 10, 12, 12. And if you're going in the field, it's $10 minimum. No more $5 thrown in the field. That won't work. So if you're going to do a field bet with $10 and you're going to go across there with the minimums, you're at $44. Now, that's not even to count if you're going to go any hard ways. Now, hard ways, you can still go with about any number you want. You can go a couple bucks, $5 on a hard 6, 8, 4, 10. And going up top on the all small, all tall, and make them all, you can still go with 1, 1, 1 if you want, 5, 5, 5, 10, 10, 10. This cruise ship actually lets you go, if I understand this correctly, 50, 25, 50. So 50 times 30 on the small and the tall would pay $1,500 because it's 30 to 1 odds. And if you have $25 down on the make 'em all, that pays 150 to 1. And my buddy Steve and Nancy give me a shout out. A few months ago, Steve dropped $25 on the make 'em all, and I was late to getting there because I stood and talked to somebody beforehand, and that pays out like $3,750. But you are in pretty good now because they've raised the minimums. So if you're trying to earn the free cruises, you have to be over $50 an average roll at the craps table. So there you are. But those people that are coming to just play for fun, they're not playing anymore. And you say, Mark, how do you know this? I've watched it. There are people that come up and say, one of the favorite things they say is, what's the minimum? Now, when it's $5, I used to say, what minimum do you want? $1? $2? It's $5. It's as low as it goes. And they said, oh, okay. But now they'll come up and say, what's the minimum? I say $10. And $10, you can find $10 tables in Las Vegas. I'm not finding many 5s, but at Bellagio, they start at 25, 50, and 100. Okay? But anywhere on the strip in Las Vegas, the minimum's $15 now. Okay, there might be some afternoon on a Tuesday afternoon that one of them, Excalibur, may go down to $10. But anyhow, talking about minimums. So there are people that are not happy because they wanted to come play and they only had $100 and they can't play or play very long if the table's cold with a $10 minimum. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, it's harder to. You have to bet more. You have to have bigger bankroll. And all you know that minimum betting would never get you a free cruise. So now they've elevated, and still minimum betting at $10 may not get you a free cruise. I'm going to tell you, that is what I've learned recently. Back in the day, back last month, if you were out there like $51, like if you're out there 50 bucks, a 10 and a 12 and a 12 and, you know, Hardways 555 and away, and you were over $50 or $60, you were receiving a free interior room and $250 in free play, generally speaking, if you played and you bought in with $1,000. Okay, that's how it's been for at least for the past 3 years since I've been doing this. Okay, but now minimums don't pay. So the minimums never paid at $5. I told you the story before that I had the casino manager on the Crown Princess tell me, I was on it for 58 days. This one lady, older lady, was playing poker right next to the craps table, 3-card prime. And she was playing, and she said to me, Mark, I buy him with $1,000 every single night. She's on a scooter. And they weren't giving her anything. And she said, Mark, I buy in, and I sit here way longer than I can. And she says, you see me betting. So she has like $30 out on the table, you know, poker, 5, 5, 5, 5, and a 10 or something like that. So I went up to the casino manager. I said, can you take a look at her numbers? Because I told her, I said, do you want me to find out? He came back to me and he said, no, she's not getting free cruises because she only bets the minimum. You are never getting a free cruise if you bet the minimum. So if that was the case last month, and you're not getting free cruises if you bet the minimum from now on, you're not getting free cruises. So the $10 minimums are not going to be enough to get the free cruises. You have to elevate it, okay? And so I always play, if I'm going to play the Iron Cross, I'm minimum 15, 18, 18. That's $51. That puts you at green line, okay? And then throwing in all the other bets, I'm starting out with $80. So that's one thing. So watch my next video. I'm going to talk about a different topic. I'm going to talk about progressively betting up your bets and how the house sees you when you bet progressively up. Okay? Are they just rating you on your original bet, or are they rating you as you progressively bet up your wins? I'll give you that answer next time. So, but anyhow, check out my videos, subscribe to my channel, and just think about that, is it's now $10 minimums on all table games on Princess Cruises. And so you have to come to the tables with more money if you're going to sustain play on a Princess Cruise. So till then, subscribe to my channel. You all have a really good day.